Welcome to Pavitra Laptop Care. Today I am going to share you 15 important signals that one will change your lifestyle, means change your technical style, how to do the laptop chip level service in depth. Okay, see, the most important 15 signals has to be noted in IO in any motherboard. There is a general one. Okay, I will tell one by one. Once you give the source, what are the first signal and what will be the last signal, everything in this video you can see. The main thing is, once you connect the source, what will be the first signal? The first signal, the step down IC 3 volts 5 volts will generate LDO voltage, right? That one will give the main supply to this. Means the first requirement is ground and supply for this IC. Approximately 6 to 7 positive and ground will be around 5. Ground will be there. That you need to check first. Okay, that is the basic requirement of any IO. Once it receives the supply, lid. So in some cases, lid and hollow switches and hollow sensor also will be there. That also you need to check. Once first step is completed, second step is main thing is AC in signal. The AC in signal will come from the charging IC that will inform to IO the everything is perfect. Means the current which are the source, the main source is given to the main motherboard is correct. That information goes to IO. Then it will release some related output. Along with that, some input also it required. The second step is AC in. Once AC in is pakka, then third step, so many signals you need to take care. I mean, you need to observe multiple signals. That is in third step, because that is very important. Because once is current related information is correct, means pakka voltage or pakka source voltage you are receiving. But the thing is current is correct or not to charge the battery. That is most important. That's why adapter I, in some cases adapter I or PSID, whatever it may be, PSID, adapter ID, adapter I, SMB clock, SMB data, it's actually to charge the battery. Okay, those things, and battery 4S in some cases, type C related some signals, and power LED related signals. That in HP you can see the white light, right? Amber light and white light. When battery is charging, that amber light you will get. Once charge is completed, again white light you will get. Those are the information. It will be first stage, means it's a third stage. Okay, the main important third is these are the signals you need to check. And along with that, it's a hot related, means it's a pro chart related and pH related. Those information you need to check. That information goes to IO and some information comes out from the IO. Okay, and one more thing I wanted to tell you, in some cases EC on will generate once you give the supply to this IO. In some cases ECN will be kept secret. Once you press the power button, then only ECN will generate, and your 3 volts and 5 volts will generate always. Okay, so there are two possibilities on EC on. In older laptops you will get EC on at the beginning, mean third stage, and in some cases after pressing power button you will get. Okay, these are the main signals you need to check. One is temperature related and adapter related, type C related, and adapter I and ID related. In Lenovo, adapter ID, and in HP, and Dell PSID, and in HP adapter ID. So those things you need to follow. Once you followed those steps, the fourth step will come on and off button. Once you press the power button, then this IO will start working. It receives the signal, I need to start my work. Okay, that is a condition. Once you press the power button, immediately 3 volts enable signal, main on, and 3 volts enable signal will generate. It will come from this IO. Once you press the power button, it's come in 5th position. In 6th, actually this is a APU motherboard. In this 0.9 and 1.8 volts always power enable signal will come out in 6th position. You will be thinking the power button out, right? So that is in 7th position, because once 3 volts enable comes, then only this power button out goes to PCH, means power button out information is in 7th position, power button out. See, obviously once power button out goes to PCH, then it will receive three important signals. Sometimes it's a two only, that is S5, S4 and S3. Okay, along with that RSM, RST also will generate. So before that RSM, RST, and at a time it receives S5, S4, S3. Okay, sometimes these S signals won't be there, only RSM, RST will be also good. Sometimes PCH, because of PCH faulty or some requirement faulty, you won't receive that signals S5, S4, S3. Okay, these all are in 8th position. Once it receives S5, S4 state, then it releases RAM related signals. Those all are sys on. The RAM IC will be active by using this signal. The position is 9. See, the RAM is required one more signal also. So to enable to that, so as P hash, one more signal will release from this IO. Its output signal from IO, its position is 10. In these in these positions, all DC to DC converters will convert always 3 volts, always 5 volts, always to 3 Vs and 5 Vs and so on, 1.8 Vs and so on. Okay, this is the 10th position. Using this signal, RAM completely, it will be on position. Once important signals released, so finally keyboard reset, KB reset signal will release. Using this keyboard completely, it will be in position. Okay, it's not completely on. Once the display comes, only it will be on, but it will be in position. Keyboard reset means this one will get once reset. Okay, that is a in between resets hash. Okay, KB reset hash is in 11th position. As I told, it's APU signals, APU IO. So that's why in 12th position will be 0.9 Vs power enable. The 0.9 volts will generate using this enable signal. Its position is 12. See, in these signals, it will generate so many PWM sections. Okay, and finally the CPU or APU IC will receive some signals from the IO, that is called VR on. This is output from this IO, that's called VR on. It goes to CPU IC or APU IC. Its position is 13. It's a most important signal to generate core. Okay. Once CPU IC is good and it generates, it receives VR on and it generates core IC, and after that one more information that core IC gives to the IO, that is called V-gate. Actually V-gate will come from the CPU IC. That's most important. After this only some logics will enable, that I will tell you later. This is called V-gate, is in 14th position. See, in 15th position is the most important thing. See, many complaints I am receiving. See, in my board all voltages are generating, including the core. See, I told you that VR on signal will come out from this IO, then CPU IC will work, and finally it gives the V-gate signal. Then IC, core IC, it's completely will complete the its job, and it gives the output to the IO. But IO receives the input that we get. After that, some more bidirectional communication signal will release from this IO. That is the most important thing to give the display related signals. Okay, that is called LPC bus. LPC AD0, AD1, AD2 and AD3. Along with that, for communication, clock. Okay, EC clock, LPC clock will generate from this IO. This is the most important signal to get the display. If you won't get this, so there will be no display case, even though core voltage will generate. Okay, LPC reset will happen once it receives all information. Final thing is LPC reset hash. Okay, this also will come in the last position, 15th position. After this only you will get the display. Okay guys, these are the most important signals. Please don't forget. Some signals here and there will be there, some signals will be not there, and some signals will be adding, but all related signals will be same. From first generation to 13th generation, almost all will be same.